My name is Scott Brown. I'm from Chico, California, which is up north of Sacramento. The title of the film is Little Boba, and I'm the producer, writer, and director.
Is this the place with the $1,000 Superman #1?
Yep.
You still have it?
Yep.
Little Boba is about a comic book store owner who has a very expensive and rare comic, and he kind of devises a very unusual way of making sure that it gets to the right person that he wants it to.
What the hell is a Star Wars quote war?
You have to finish the quote that's given to you from any of the Star Wars movies, which does not include Clone Wars, but it does include any of the special editions, only 1 through 6. It has to be perfect or you lose. If you so much as breathe anything other than a quote, you lose. No chatting. If you get it right, then you get to throw a quote back. The first person to not screw up after 4 quotes wins.
I've always kind of been fascinated with, well, Star Wars, and growing up with Star Wars, and I was driving around one day up in the mountains, and I thought it might be kind of an interesting dilemma to have somebody who was very into something that had something from some other genre that he didn't want anymore, and to try to get rid of it somehow. And this kind of bred from that, and the idea of shooting it in my hometown, which I'd never done before, and hiring local crew and hiring local cast.
Help the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. You betrayed and murdered your father. Now the Jedis are all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
Perfect.
Funny thing is that there's probably, as challenging as the film was, it was probably the easiest shoot I've ever had, but every level of it was challenging. From having an audition where 0 actors showed up. We had an audition up in Northern California. We didn't have a single actor show up. We virtually crewed it and casted it about 4 days before we shot. Again, the ADR with a 5-year-old was interesting. And he had to say each line verbatim. They were lines from the actual text of Star Wars that he had to read verbatim, and but it came out okay. I think all the finished product was exactly what I wanted it to be. I'm currently finishing up 2 short scripts, kind of sticking with the short scripts. I also have a project that I'm working on that is going to allow screenwriters to be able to have produced versions of their screenplays done from actors all over the country simultaneously. So we're working on that right now. We're actually about 2/3 of the way through our first script, and we've got actors from all over the country working on it. So it's been a challenge and a lot of fun.
There's nothing to see. I used to live here, you know.
You're gonna die here, you know. Convenient.
Perfect.
Just don't give up. That's probably the number one. I think I hear it from everybody else too, is it just, you know, the challenges are insurmountable. It's like putting together a puzzle with pieces that you don't even know exist yet. And once it all comes together though, and you are actually sitting in the theater watching your film with a theater full of people, and they're reacting to the things that you thought that they would react to, there's no feeling like it on the earth.